Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer your Rune Elemental reading for the week of May 17th through the 23rd of 2026. These are general readings, so that also adds a little bit of timelessness, meaning you can get something out of it, even if this is not the exact week for it. The reason I read for the elements versus the zodiac is linked in the description. There's a video down there. But I like to go through the elements individually. If you've never had your charts read, there is a link down there. It's not sponsored or anything like that. For a natal interpretation chart, and that gives you your base 12 houses with all little signs and symbols. And then there's a 10 to 20 page description of what all that means. There's also a section in there on your elemental alignment, so if you are curious, you can check that out. With that, we will get started with our first element, which is fire, covering the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or have fire high up in your chart, then this one is for you. Fire, your first rune is the Soilo rune, which is the rune of the sun. Color is white, silver. You can also add gold to that. Tarot association is the sun, and astrology is the sun. This actually works really well with fire. Good health and happiness, wholeness, clarity, enlightenment, and success. There's also this energy that comes up with this one is a revealing, something coming to light. So if there's a question you've been struggling with or you've been trying to answer, this week you may end up with the answer that you've been looking for, and just like the lightning bolt, it's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to flash into existence type of a thing. So this week's looking good, just with those questions, you always have to be careful with what answers come up, because you never know. Your second rune is the Inga's rune, which is the rune of fertility. Tarot color is yellow. Tarot association is judgment. Astrology is the new moon, which is a completion of an idea or project, a new beginning, a time of positive energies with good fortune. So you have a lucky week here, fire. The one thing I will say is be careful what you wish for, because this is the week where things may manifest whether you want them or not. So have your focus and your thoughts been on more positive things, pushing in that right direction towards, the spiritual and the more uplifting? Because if that's the case, this is going to be a great week. If that's not the case, you might want to flip that switch real quick. Because what I'm feeling with this week for you is a time of manifestation. It could be pretty instantaneous. It could be just a shift in how you manifest and pray. But there's definitely some things happening here, and it's going to be quick. That Soilo rune definitely indicates speed in bringing it to light. And with Inga's coming in, there's this energy of what you're planning right now is going to continue to bloom for a while. So it's not just this week we're done. It's you're planting your seeds, and then you're going to watch things grow from this point. So fire, this is a very advantageous week. Get clear on your positive, get really focused on the uplifting, and set those sights on the bigger picture. Now our Earth family, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We are starting you off with the about dropped my book. Othello rune, which is the ancestral property. Color is deep yellow. Tarot association is the moon, and astrology is the full moon. So Earth is working with some water this week. Possessions and inheritance, real property, inherited abilities or traits. Usually I'm looking at this through the energy level, spiritual focus, and I'm sensing spirit. This one I'm feeling there's something physical coming in for the Earth family, and this doesn't apply to everyone. Obviously it's general. But I'm feeling like you're going to inherit something, whether it's a talent or a skill. You're going to be taught something from someone, or it could be a physical inheritance, like you're going to inherit. I'm not sure why my guides are bringing this forward, but I keep seeing like a castle or some kind of large building that you're getting. So you could be walking into something a lot bigger than what you expected, and it's something that you, in your wildest dreams, didn't think you'd actually ever achieve, is kind of the vibe I'm getting here. And like apply that phrase to however it shows up this week. But it's something bigger than what you thought, but it's something that it's coming in a way that it's like an inheritance. It's like something's being passed to you, and that's the vibe that's coming forward here. Your second rune, see if we can get some clarity on what kind of big thing we got going on here. We have is Barkana, which is the rune of birth. Something's manifesting. Color is dark green. Tarot association is the Empress, and astrology is Virgo. So this is working with Earth's energy. Renewal, promise of new beginnings, new growth, birth, family, home. So we could be seeing, there could be a new family member being coming in, and so they're the ones inheriting your particular genetic structure. Or it could be something more like a house or a home, but the energy they keep showing, it's bigger than what you expected, and it's happening in a way that you didn't think it would happen. So however that plays out for you, and again, this is a general reading, so take what works, leave the rest for someone else. But with Barkana, there's definitely this divine feminine aspect of creation through practice, time, and effort. So you've been building towards something, whether it was a conscious thought of yours, like your waking brain is aware of this, or it's something more vortex, like if you read Abraham Hicks' work, where you're kind of trapped in, not trapped, the ideas keep getting put into a vortex that has been building, growing. There's something coming in this week that is going to reveal itself, but they keep using the phrase bigger than what you expected. So we'll see how this plays out for our Earth family this week. Let me know in the comments down below if anything cool, exciting, fun happens to you or for you. Just more to share the uplifting and the joyful with each other. And while you're down there, hit that like button, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube-y and online stuff. Now we're going to hop over to our air family, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you're Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or have air high up in your chart, you're starting off with Dagaz, which is the rune of the day. Color is light blue. Tarot association is the Temperance, and astrology is the dark moon. Something's new coming up here. Awakening and clarity, success, prosperity, abundance. So we're looking at positive changes, but it's something that's being birthed out of the darkness. That's what I'm getting with this dark moon, this new moon type energy, which plays into what's going on this weekend because the new moon just happened. We have this energy of new beginnings being offered. And with Temperance, it's also discernment. It's kind of this balance of light and dark. And it's saying when you find your balance, just like with this rune, things tend to be a little bit better. Air, you enjoy balance anyway. You've got Gemini, which is the twins. You have Libra, which is the scales. An Aquarius carries others' emotions. So you've got this beautiful balancing energy already built in. And what I'm feeling with this one is this is your time to shine. This week is going to be one of those weeks where, because you have a natural balance built into you, things are just going to be easy for you. It's not going to be a struggle to find that balance. You're just going to be there. The things that you're planting could be things you planted back in January when you developed your first vision board, or it could be being the offer of planting the seeds now and staying in that balanced state. How far can you really go? Your second rune is the Inga's rune, which is a rune of fertility. Color is yellow. Tarot association is judgment. Astrology is the new moon. So air, you and fire may have something going on here. Completion of ideas or projects, a new beginning, a time of positive energies, good fortunes. So find your balance, air. In elemental work, your opposite, which would be your balancing energy, would be earth. But in this instance, I'm really feeling strongly towards fire. Like air, you might have some earth going on and you need fire to balance you out, or you could have water going on and need fire. Somehow the fire is going to be an important thing for you. You could be fanning their flames and they're warming your soul, so you've got this joint effort going on, and that's where this fertility is coming in. Something is happening this week where it's either starting or it's coming to fruition because there was a fertile time in the past. Air, really be open to the new, because there's something coming in and it's going to happen. They keep saying it's going to happen in one day. Who knows what that means? So it could be one of those just fluke things where all of a sudden you fall into exactly what you needed and it's all going to feel like it magically happened in one day. Or it could be that you know, that one time where you're not really thinking or focusing on it and you have a new little one on the way because it just takes once. So there's something going on this energy with this fertility, and it's a quick thing. It's only it comes into existence in a moment. It's not going to be a build-up, is what I'm feeling here. So like I said, if you feel comfortable with it, share that down in the comments, whatever sparks up first this week, because there's something moving for you, air. Let's take a peek at our water family and see let's see if the air is just as fertile as everyone else's. It is springtime after all. So for water, we are starting you off with, let's see here, we've got, oh goodness, I had them pulled and then I dropped them on the floor because I'm special like that. So we will start you off with water, the Rune. If I can get my fingers to work here. And Rado is a long journey on horseback. Color is bright red. Tarot association is the Hierophant or the High Priest. Astrology is Sagittarius. Ooh, that's fire. Physical journeys, pleasant ones, journeys that bring some positive development. It also is a spiritual journey to the self. Water, what I'm feeling strongly with this one is this is actually going to be a spiritual aspect. This journey is one of those where your spiritual path is going to come to the logical conclusion for the current journey you're on. That does not mean you're done. That means the journey that you've been on, let's say you've been working through something like the Golden Dawn or a Wiccan ceremony or grade, and you're coming to the end of that grade, which means there's another one available to you, which is awesome. But that's the energy I'm feeling with this, is it's more of a spiritual aspect. The Hierophant or the High Priest could also indicate some form of masculine energy that's coming forward. With Sagittarius, it's also a call to banked passions. It's not the fiery upstart of Aries, but it's the wise, I know how to do this, and I'm going to continue to hold the fire going. And this is where water and Sagittarius do get along, because they know how to warm up a water energy but not boil them over. So that's what I'm feeling with this, is there's something, whoever this is that's supporting you or coming in to help you, water, is going to be and I use the term elder fire sign, I'm talking Sagittarius, that's coming in to support you and really get you going in the right direction and get that fire lit back out under you so you can succeed in anything that you put your mind to eventually. It's not going to be a quick week for you. I am hearing that, water. This is going to be a slow burn. That's where that Sagittarius energy comes in, because it's wise, it's been there, it's done that, and it knows how to inspire the right action from you. So your second rune here is the Gibo rune, which is the rune of blessings and generosity. Color is deep blue. Tarot association is the Lovers. Astrology is Pisces. So this is your energy. Gifts and generosity, giving and receiving, people coming together, relationships becoming deeper. Water, if you're in a relationship, which would be weird, not unheard of, but just weird, with a fire energy, this is going to be your week. And if you look at these two runes together, it's also the prescription for the best future, the RX symbol. So you have this generosity, you have this giving and receiving energy. And as I've said in other readings and in other videos, when you give, it's the same energy as receiving, because you're opening up a pathway to exchange. So be open to receiving as you give. Water is either over giving or over grabbing. And in this instance, it's share. That's where that Sagittarius fire, that wisdom that's coming in with the Hierophant or the High Priest, because it's that knowledge of how things are supposed to play out. It is this long-term goal-oriented energy. It is not fast. This week is not going to be a quick week for water. This is not going to just manifest like fire and air. Their stuff's coming in just instantly kind of thing. Water, you are not going to have that. You're going to have a slower build-up. It's going to take some time to get things going. And I can't see what the reward's going to be on this. It's definitely, you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to be okay with being a little uncomfortable at times, because that Sagittarius energy is not going to speed things up, but it's going to help you get to the right temperature. And with water, your emotions tend to be a little more volatile, so this is actually a beneficial thing, because it's going to support you in the way you need the most and in how you actually respond the best. So with that, overall this week is feeling, there's movement being called up here, but it's it's not movement in a way that you would expect. There's this energy of the mystery that keeps coming forward for all four elements. So be open to the mystery, be open to that fun, exciting, yes, you have your 5-year plan, but tomorrow's not on that plan. So because the universe like loves to hear your plans, but then does other things anyway. So have fun with this week, see how things play out for you. Again, there's a couple of the elements that are going to have some instantaneous awakening or aha moments going on. But then you've got water, who's just going to be plodding along, building up steam as they go. So with that, I will let you guys and gals go. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.